Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Raffiardiansyah, and in this video I want to read my article about climate change challenges hydropower dependent Austria. The article is written by Blisko Clean and Amandine Hess. Okay, let's read together. Against France, Presse or Capron, Austria. Hike in the Austrian Alps. Hundreds of construction workers toil in a huge underground project aimed at storing hydropower as climate change has reduced the country's water-dependent electricity production. Austria draws more than 60% of its electricity output from the renewable energy source, compared to a global average of 16%, with more than 3,100 dams spread across its rivers. But the amount of electricity generated through hydropower in the European Union countries down from some 45 terawatt hour in 2020 to 42 terawatt hour in 2021 as water levels are falling for the first time last year. Austria, which also still relies heavily on Russian gas, had to import electricity reaching alarm bells. Inside the snow-capped mountain range, above the Austrian village of Kaprun in the south region, there stands in and out of the vast subterranean construction site, which is dotted with statues of Saint Barbara, patron of miners and other plying dangerous trades. Excavation work for the Limburg 3 pumped storage power plant is wrapping up. Well prepared. The plan is to be operational by 2025 to store power in order to cater to peaks in electricity consumption and mitigate a change in water patterns, including increasingly capricious and irregular rainfall. We want to be prepared well, said Klaus Hebenstreit, an executive of main electricity producer Verbund. The distribution of water of the year will change. We will have less water in summer due to drought and more in winter due to snow melt, he added. 2 years of drought have hit Austria, like the rest of Europe, according to Roman Teufel, a senior researcher at Vienna's University of Natural Resources and Life Science. If there are several dry years in a row, then it becomes very noticeable. Water levels have never been lower since records began some 100 years ago, he said. Europe should brace for more deadly heat waves driven by climate change, said a report last month by the World Meteorological Organization and the EU Copernicus Climate Change Service. The report noted the world's fastest warming continent was found to 0.3 degrees Celsius hotter last year than in pre-industrial times. In the Alps, glaciers saw a new record mass loss for a single year in 2022, caused by very low winter levels of snow, a hot summer as well as deposits of wind-blown Saharan dust. Difficult diversification. Verbund, a semi-public company, continues to pour billions of euros into hydropower generation despite criticism of activists who say the dams and plants have a big impact on the environment. Hydropower expansion must be ecological and socially compatible. The complete expansion of hydropower is not to be a solution to our energy problem. Instead, it is necessary to save energy. The Worldwide Fund for the Nature say on its side, Philips is looking at alternatives. Water will continue to be extremely important for us, but we also want to develop photovoltaic and wind energy. We are diversifying. Heaven straight told EFV in Vienna on the day temperature soared to 37 degrees. Austria, which aims to draw all of its electricity from renewable energy by 2030, has been slow to develop wind and solar power, which make up only 15% of its electricity. Solar energy is wonderfully abundant in summer, but production is low in winter, precisely when we need it for heating. Then Teufel said, and with wind, it's even harder to plan. There can be days anytime without wind, and then when power production like stop. He said, okay, see you next time and good night.